Not live, Tony.
It's working now. It's working now. Okay, we're live again. Bay Affiliated, episode 7.
Take 3.
Take 3. First take, we were in my garage at my house. Camera overheated. It was too hot. Second take, we were right here just about 2 seconds ago. But I guess this guy didn't turn the mic on. He had to go pee, I guess. Something. I don't know. Take 3, we're here. Bay Affiliate, episode 7. It's just Ray, the homie Ray, whatever you want to call me, Ray Sean Mills. We're at Los Animas Park. Los Animas Park is one of the biggest parks in Gilroy. It's a park in my neighborhood. We got the handball courts over there. We got the dog park over here, but this is the stage. This is the middle of the park, right? Over there's a skate park too, and this is where we would come, if we ever wanted to, there's only so much you could do at the skate park, right? So we would come over here and try to ollie off this stage, hit this set right here. I think it's like a 7 set. Then we got a 3 and a 4 back there. So this is really where, we took the next level with skating. I don't think I said it before, but I used to skate a lot. Like skating was like my first love, like extreme sports, because I grew up right in these houses right across the street, if you can see in the background. So I would come to the skate park all the time, every single day. Honestly, I spent way too much time at the skate park. And honestly, the skate park is the cause of all the bad decisions I've ever made. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't change that for the world, right? Because that made me who I am. But yeah, we got another solo episode, just like we did for episode 6. And eventually, I'll have my own studio, I have my own space, and like, I don't want to have to always rely on a guest or myself for content. You know what I mean? I'm gonna, of course, myself, because I'm the, this is my podcast, but I mean, I don't want to always it be focused on me or the guest. I want to get to a space where I could just talk about, social issues, relevant topics in today's society, heightened pop culture topics, things that are happening right now in pop culture, things of that nature. But I wanted to do the first episode I want to do this episode first at my house because I was going to do it right in my garage because it's a legendary garage, you know what I mean? I used to throw bangers all the time. I once threw a party in the garage. I had like almost 50 to 60 people in there. Like, my mom used to always go out of town when I was little, so I would send it every chance I got. I even threw a party once for a week straight. I'm not gonna act like that was my idea. I stole that idea from Daniel Silva. Excuse me, shout out to Daniel Silva, one of my older friends. Shout out to you, even though you don't tap in with nobody from the city ever since you got famous and got rich, but you feel me, it's all love. Shout out to you. We'll meet again, brother. But yeah, I threw a party for a whole week one time at my mom's house. Nonsense, sick, you know what I mean? But I thought this would be a relevant location because while I'm growing and building the pod, I want to still give a little bit more about myself, about my journey, but not too much because I got a whole different channel for that at Stay Down Fitness if you are interested in any lifestyle motivation or gym content. But I want to keep this one about entertainment, music, culture, things of that nature, right? So today, a couple things I want to talk about that are going on that are kind of pissing me off. Like, man, this 50 Cent and Big Meech beef, man, this is crazy. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a fan of the BMF TV show. I'm a fan of like any TV show that 50 Cent creates. And I was a fan of BMF, but it come to find out, like, he's a rat. Like, it's weird in 2025 though. You can't really go with the first thing you see. Like, but man, 50 Cent ain't been wrong about rats and pedophiles ever. So that kind of, it's a bittersweet feeling, I rock with 50, I rock with BMF, but it's kind of a bittersweet feeling to find out that Big Meech, the one, the guy, the one, is a rat. You know what I mean? I don't know the severity of his ratting. If there's levels to it, I don't know. But here in Gilroy, there's no levels to ratting. You rat, you're a rat. You tell, dry snitching, all that shit. It's all ratting. So at the end of the day, that kind of messed me up because I was excited for the next season. But he's going back and forth with Lil Meech on social media, back and forth with Rick Ross on social media. So that's one thing I want to talk about that's got me sick. That's one thing I want to talk about that's got me sick. Also, man, this DJ Academics thing, he got banned from Twitch. I watched the clips, a little bit of the clips of what he was talking about with that youngster, and man, like, bruh, That's nonsense, bro. Like, and I get where he's coming from, but it's like, man, you don't even know that kid, bro. You talking to him like he's your little cousin or your little nephew, but even then, that's still wrong. That's still weird at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like talking to a youngster about sex like that, any of that stuff is a no-go. Like any of that stuff is a no-go. If you participate or associate with anybody who is even into or close to the line at that stuff, you feel me? So I'm with everybody who's canceling DJ Academics. I was never a big fan like that, personally myself, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a big fan of fat people who just get like drunk and like talk shit. Cause it's like, he comes off with this bravado like he knows everything, like he's this, you know, such a good person and well-rounded, but he's definitely the textbook definition of the type of lame who thinks money can unlame him, you know what I mean? Like, no one's checking for DJ Academics if he didn't have the money he had or if he didn't have the platform he had. But that's the world we live in now. In 2025, with the social media and all this content, you could really be a goofball and like run up a good amount of followers or run up a little bag, and then like you think people will let that think that that makes them cool or something like that, you know? Back in the day, you really had to actually be cool to be cool. Like, you know what I mean? You had to dress nice. You had to be able to talk correctly. You had to be personable. People had to like to be around you. You couldn't just create some fake persona on the internet and like get that to gravitate your energy, your audience or your people. Who's calling me right now? Oh my goodness. Gigi's calling me. Shout out to Gigi. Shout out to everybody in Germany. Shout out to everybody overseas, man. At the end of the day, one more thing I wanted to touch on as well is, man, it don't matter how you start. It's all about how you finish, right? Shout out to Jello. Shout out to Jello, because I didn't know. I got some homies from Chino Hills that went to high school with you, bro, and we all thought you were done, bro. Ain't no reason you should have been in China stealing, doing all that stuff you're doing, but it's evident now with the music coming out. That's the middle child. He got some screws loose. Jello got some screws loose for sure. But as long as you keep making music, you can keep a couple screws loose. I'm gonna allow it. I'm a fan of the Tweaker song. I'm a fan of those 2 snippets he's been playing on Plackboy Max and other people's streams. I did just see something today though, like he left his BM today this morning. Like said he got another girl pregnant. He just had a baby like less than 5 months ago with this chick. So like it's kind of nuts to see that, because he came from a good family. Both of his brothers, I'm pretty sure, got healthy relationships. His mom and dad are from a healthy relationship, but like I said, he's the middle child. This dude had his whole life set for him. He's in China stealing for no reason. So that's how you know, like he was probably the one growing up, getting into a bunch of mischief, you know, probably beating people up, fighting, who knows? But at the end of the day, like it's a trip to me to see him treat his baby mama like that, because he comes from money, he comes from having fame, he comes from the same experience he's going through right now. But I think he, you know, it's probably going to his head. You know what I mean? He's lit, he's popping, he probably got more you feel me than he's ever had. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. Nah, I wouldn't leave my baby mama. But at the end of the day, like that property prestige is, you know, a quick way to make a man either crash out or a quick way to make a man, you know, rise to the occasion. But yeah, this is Bay Affiliated, episode 7. You know what I mean? I want to say again, shout out to everybody supporting. I accept and appreciate all the positive and constructive criticism. I won't say negative because, like, you know, my life's too positive to see anything negative, you know what I mean? I appreciate all the constructive criticism. I appreciate all the support. Stick with me. I'm going to keep running it up. I'm going to keep dropping episodes. LaRussell said you got to do 100 before you can really expect something to be, you know, expect to see results. But it's like at the end of the day, I already planned to do 100. And LaRussell, you better DM me back because I need the interview for sure. But if you want to wait till I get to 100, we could wait. I don't care because I'm going to do 100. Shout out to all the artists I've reached out to who've already agreed to do the podcast. I'm on the way. I promise I'm on the way. And if you know anybody that you would like to see from the city that I don't know because I don't really be in the city, or from the South Bay or surrounding areas that you would like to get on the pod, DM me. Send me their information. Follow me on Instagram at staydownfit_Ray, RAYE. And you can follow me. That's my personal, and you can follow me at Bay Affiliated. That's the podcast. And I also make music, but I'm not going to drop that right now because It's in the works, you feel me? But yeah, just like that, we are out.